Okay, after a short little commercial break and a chance for me to prepare a little bit, I'm back. We are going to do the homework, and then we are going to review I stems. We're going to do third declension neuters, and we are going to try to do adjectives. Okay, first and second declension adjectives. We're not going to do third yet, because third is brand spanking new. So take some time to get comfortable with it. We will hit it soon. So do your work. Okay, I changed the color of my pen, and we're going to see if we're going to start with arbor, arborist. Now, quiz. Is this an I stem? What did you decide? Did you do the little trick? It's not, okay? Not an I stem. And here's how we tell. Remember, we count our syllables. Arbor, arboris. 2 syllables in the nominative, 3 syllables in the genitive, okay? It's not parasyllabic. It doesn't have the same number, all right? So, not an I stem. It's a regular third. And it happens to be feminine. Tree is feminine in Latin. Don't ask me why. The only explanation I can think of is a somewhat cheesy one about fruit bearing. I don't know. It just sounds creepy to me. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Let's decline this. Arbor, arboris. We find our stem by taking that IS off. Arbor, say it. E. Letter I. Okay? Arbor, M. Arbore. Arbor, ace. Arbor. And here's where here's where the difference comes into play. This is not an I stem, so the ending is UM, no I. Okay, arborum, no I. Okay, we're gonna ride the I bus. Arboribus, arborace. Again, and arboribus. Okay. Is that clear as mud? Hopefully you can read it. I think it's fairly clear. Okay. So there's your word for tree. There's the declension. It is not an I stem. This is a regular third. All right. We already did Rex Regis in a previous video, so I'm not going to do it here. You should have done it for your homework. Is Rex Regis an I stem or not? No, it's not. Let's count it out. Rex Regis. Not the same. Okay, 2 different numbers of syllables between those 2 words. We are going to do miles militis. Okay, we get words like military. Okay. From miles militis. If you have strong desire to study for your SATs, if you're a high school student, you should start flooding me with requests, because I actually kind of do want to do an SAT prep video for Greek and Latin roots, bases, prefixes, and suffixes. But I also want to make sure that there's an audience for it. Okay. So here we go. Miles militis. Is this an I stem? No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We have 2 syllables here. We have 3 syllables here. Not an I stem. This is soldier. Okay? And soldiers were men. Women did not fight in the wars, okay? They did a lot of other stuff, but they didn't fight. So, nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, ablative. All right, here we go. Miles, militus. Take the IS off to find your stem. Millet is your stem, okay? So, militi, militem, milite, milites, militum. So many I's, I have to keep track of how many I's I've written. I don't want to misspell anything. Militibus. Milites. Militibus. Okay, a lot of I's. All right, and I don't think I misspelled anything. I think I got all the right letters written up here. Yeah, okay, good. There's your declension for soldier. Again, not an I stem. Okay? Let's do an I stem so that we can review. All right? Does anybody remember what the difference was between a regular third and an I stem? What was it? There was an I in... What was it? Was it the... Yeah, it was the genitive plural, right? Okay, so you got that. So, hostis. Hostis. This is the word for enemy. Okay, we get words like hostile, hostility. Okay? So, hostis. It is a masculine. Okay? Sometimes they refer to words as common. You'll see that sometimes. In fact, is this a common one? No. I think it actually is masculine. Sometimes they'll refer to them as common, and that means that it could be a male or female. Okay, like cat. I think the word cat, if I'm not mistaken, is common. There's only one word for cat. They don't differentiate between male and female, really. It's the same set of endings. And so it's just called a common noun. And it just means that it could be a male cat or a female cat. So, anyway. As helpful as that was, let's move on. Okay, here we go. So we know that this is our nominative, this is our genitive. We take the IS off of the genitive singular to find our stem. Sing it out. Say it while I'm writing it. Hostis, hostis, hosti, hostem, hoste, hostes, hostium. I stem. Don't forget. Hostibus. Hostes. Hostibus. Okay? Here's your difference. This guy tells you this one is an I stem. Okay? That's the difference. So, there you have it. All right? This is an I stem. And we know that because we count the syllables, right? Hostis. Hostis. Same number of syllables. Each of them has 2. Okay? So it's parasyllabic, same number of syllables. We know that those mean that it's an I stem. Okay? There are a number of I stems out there. I don't know how many. I've encountered, I don't know, hundreds in the 20 years that I've been studying this language. My phone is dying rapidly on me. So anyway, learn them, become friends with them. Let's try to do, if my phone dies and this gets cut off, I'm sorry, I will charge my phone and make the adjective video later, but let's just try to get first and second declension adjectives out of the way. We're going to lay the groundwork because you already know the endings for first and second declension adjectives because you know first and second declension. Okay? You know feminine, masculine, neuter. You know all of that because you know your first declension, which is feminine by nature. Okay? It has some masculine exceptions. If you remember my pain, the pain acronym that I wrote down. Okay. First declension, feminine. Second declension is either masculine or neuter. So you know those two declensions. And now we just have to use that knowledge and apply it to adjectives. Okay? Now, for those of you who are fuzzy on what an adjective is, this is for you. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Okay? That's what it does. It tells us something about a noun or a pronoun. It limits it, it modifies it, it describes it, it does something with a noun or a pronoun. It doesn't do anything to verbs, it doesn't do anything to anything else, okay? Just nouns and pronouns. So an example would be Sally is short. Okay. Sally is our subject. Okay. Is our verb. This is our adjective. It says something about Sally. It describes her. Okay. You know, if the police were wanting to describe what the suspect looks like, they would use adjectives. Okay, this tells you something about Sally. If she's a criminal, we're looking for some short lady named Sally. Okay. We could do this. We could do the hamster is fluffy. Okay? This is our subject. This is our verb. This guy is our adjective. This guy describes the hamster. Okay? The adjective describes a noun. Okay? Now, we haven't gotten to work that much with direct objects yet. We're going to very, very soon. But it can also describe a direct object that's a noun. For instance, I like a tall man. Okay. Like is our verb. I is our subject. Okay. Now, man is our direct object. Okay. We haven't talked much about it yet, but we will. The man is the person that I like. Okay. So, I like. Whom do I like? I like the man. He's my direct object. What word describes the man that I'm talking about? Tall describes the man. Now, this is important. Put your listening ears on, okay? Adjectives in Latin have to match case, number, and gender. They have nothing of their own until you put them with a noun. You can't assign a gender to an adjective unless it's describing a noun. Okay? And adjectives will be listed in the dictionary with the alternate endings for the genders. Okay? Or it'll tell you this is a, this is a second declension adjective or something like that. Okay? And then you know what the other endings are. Or it'll tell you this is a third declension adjective. Okay, so I'm going to write that down because you need to know that. That's really important. Super important. Tattoo it on your forehead if you have to, but this is important. Adjectives must match case, number, gender with the noun they describe. Very important. Okay? If you don't do this, you are going to completely screw up anything that you try to do with adjectives. You have to get your mind wrapped around this. So, I'm going to do a quick example, and because I'm afraid that my phone is going to die, I'm going to wrap it up, and we're going to come back to this in the next video, and we're going to hit it hard, and we're going to put some more stuff together, okay? I just wanted to give you a running start at this. All right, here's what I want to show you. I'm going to give you a noun, and for the sake of simplicity, let's do puer. Okay, this is a second declension. It does not matter if this is a second declension or a third declension, whatever. The declension is not the issue, okay? A second declension noun can be described by a third declension adjective. It's okay. Declensions are just families, okay? They do not they don't modify each other. They don't have any direct impact on one another. I can have a third declension and a second declension word in the same sentence. They don't have to be all the same as far as the families are concerned, okay? You can have different families together, but the case, the number, and the gender between your adjective and your noun have to match. So, we're going to assign case, number, gender to the word puer. What is the case of puer? I hope you said nominative. Okay, nominative. What's the number? Do we have one or more than one? We have one, so it's singular. Okay. Case, number, gender. Boy is what gender? I hope you said masculine because it's a boy. It's a male person, okay? So this is masculine. Any adjective that we want to use to describe boy has got to be these three things. It has got to be a nominative, it has got to be singular, and it has got to be masculine. If you put anything else with boy, you're going to mess everything up. Now, I will give you an example of an adjective, okay? Bonus. We get the word bonus from this, and a bonus is a good thing, okay? So think of that, and the meaning of bonus, by the way, in Latin is good. Okay, we get other words in other languages like bon appetit, okay? In French, it's from Latin, okay? Good appetite, eat well, that kind of thing. Okay. This has to match this in case, number, gender. Bonus here, and yes, it's a US ending. Do not fall into the trap of thinking that the endings have to match. We are going to hit this harder next time. But for now, remember, the endings here do not have to match. E-R-U-S, the endings don't match. There will be plenty of situations where they do match. When you have, say, a first declension noun and you put a first declension adjective with it because it's feminine, the endings are probably going to match. But that is not necessary in all situations, okay? Gotta keep that in mind. I have so many kids who get so confused on this because they get declensions mixed up with cases, and you really have to just take out your notes and look at what everything is and figure out, what do I need in order to make this work? I need case, number, gender to be the same. These both have to be nominative, singular, and masculine in order to work. They do not have to be the same declension. They do not have to be in the same family, okay? I could do this. Watch this. The word for soldier, good soldier. I can do it. Okay? I can do that. This is nominative, it's singular, and it's masculine. This is nominative, singular, and masculine. They match where they need to match. They do not match declensions. They are two totally different declensions. But they do match case, number, gender. Okay? We're going to hit this again next time. If you are feeling anxious about this or frustrated by it, don't give up. Breathe. Watch the video a couple times. I know I went through it fast. We're going to hit it again, but that's where we're starting for now. That's the groundwork. Okay? Take a breath. If you're feeling stressed about this, don't. You will get it. Trust me. You just have to let it sink in. Okay? And you just have to practice, which is part of what I'm here for. If you have questions, comments, concerns, grievances, recipes, answers, desserts, leave them in the comment box and I will try to help you out. Otherwise, I will see you when my phone charges up and I have some time. I'll see you guys later. Bye.